Nation. We are live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube.
Oh, LinkedIn
and
too.
Nice.
We have the famous, and infamous
That's me.
Mr. Cody Askins and Derek.
Yeah.
Derek, I never pronounced your last name right. Say it for us so I don't butcher it.
Derek Mabin.
Mabin. Actually, that doesn't seem that hard. You think I'd get it, but
it's all good.
The blonde in me sometimes.
Lauren pronounces it Mabon.
Mabon, yeah.
Mabon.
I get a lot of it. I just go with whatever, man.
He's like, I'm in. Whatever.
Like, as long as you call me, I'm good.
Yeah, as long as you want to talk to me, I'll talk to you. I don't care what you call me.
That's right. I love it.
That's awesome. So we have Facebook users. If you guys don't know how to use StreamYard, I don't know how to tell you, but ultimately I can't see your name unless you accept some sort of permission.
Yep.
True. That was Bo Smith.
Oh, that was Bo. Hey, Bo. What's up, Bo?
What is up, Bo? Rebecca,
it's Bo's birthday today.
Whoa.
Happy birthday, dude.
Let's go, man. You're getting old. Congratulations.
A year older today.
Happy birthday.
So are you ready? Are you ready for 8%? It's like next week, right?
Gosh, it's crazy. The office looks like a bomb went off, man.
You mean that's not normal?
No, well, yes, but not to this extent.
Big bomb.
This is like a tornado, hurricane, and a bomb.
Yeah.
It's the 8% Nation bomb. Is it filled with glitter? Is it like a glitter bomb?
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Everybody's going to be covered in glitter. That would be amazing, by the way.
I did get home one day and I looked in the mirror and there was glitter in my beard somehow. So I don't know. I just left the office, went straight home. So Lauren's doing something with glitter and it's like pollen in the air at our office right now.
Glitter pollen.
Yeah, I had to take a Benadryl. That's awesome. Are you excited, Rebecca? I can't wait to see you. You're playing a big role in this thing, huh?
Yeah, I'm always excited. You know me in conferences.
That's right.
I love it. We're excited. It's gonna be good.
This one always holds a special place in my heart. Outside of carrier conferences, this is the first insurance one I went to.
Thank you.
And I remember calling it insurance camp the first year I went and loving it. I still call it insurance camp, to be quite honest, because that's what it reminds me of, right? It's like it's July, we're going for a few days, it's stay away insurance camp. It's amazing.
Bro, yeah.
Instead of arts and crafts, we get motivation and training. So I think it's awesome personally. I love the mix of 8%. I love the hype of 8%. And you guys are moving it back to the Statler this year.
Yes, we are. We don't know where people are going to sit. We may have to have people sit in our lap, but it's going to be amazing either way.
So we're still doing the clear stage and wanted to warn all women, if you're on stage, don't wear a skirt, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. So to maximize seating, we told Rebecca that we have a stage that actually like levitates. I think that's a good word for this. And it's up in the air and we have seats under it, but the stage is clear so you can still see the speaker. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine. Just, wear proper
Wear pants. Wear pants.
Yeah.
Or at least if you're not going to, make sure you brand some part of your body so you get some play off of it. So they'll take pictures and share it all over social media for you.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yes, exactly. I love that.
So what made you, I'm curious, I think I might know, but I want to hear it from you guys. What made you go back from the Hilton after moving to a much bigger venue and going back to the Statler?
Well, our attendees and sponsors loved the smaller feel of that space. And so I'm like, okay, how can we get 1,000, 1,100 people in a smaller space? What's up, Joe Campert? And so we're just not going to do any tables. Bigger hotels are not as easy to deal with. No. I personally have a huge love and place in my heart for the Statler. Amazing, cool venue. And so we were like, okay, how can we make it possible to go back and maximize it, sell it out, do no tables. Most conferences put tables, and you're not putting tables. They really don't put tables to help the attendees, by the way. People think they put tables out to help the attendees. No, if they tell you that, they're lying. They're putting tables out to fill space because they can't fill space by selling tickets. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Well, I'm bringing a TV tray, just so you know.
You did say that.
A little lap board.
You did say that.
A little TV tray.
which I love.
awesome.
Which I love. Yes.
We
yes,
should
yes.
sell with some 8% lap boards.
Yeah, it should. I
All
mean,
right.
that, you know what?
We need to tell Lauren to order
You're
some
on
real
it.
fast.
You're on it.
You got 4 days, guys. 4 days to make this happen.
All right,
I
what
know.
could we sell to people now? That's what I'm thinking.
Always.
I will
always.
say this for me personally, I love the feel of the Statler, and because it brings back memories of me when I showed horses and we used to go to the national events. Like when we go to a national event, we owned the facility, right? It was all about nothing but that facility.
Yes.
And that's how the Statler feels. It's small enough where you guys own the entire venue. You're doing nothing but tripping over other insurance agents in the business and meeting people. And where the other venue the year before, there was like 5 other events going on at the same time, and it was kind of hard to keep up with everybody. So I actually love the Statler. The only question I have for you, Cody, and the Statler, it's 109 degrees today.
No.
What are we doing to make sure we have air conditioning?
We'll see. Yeah. Last time it went out, the opening smoke and fog got up in the vents, and they were supposed to shut the system off, and they forgot to, and then it shut the AC down for a while. That would be a terrible time if that happened again. That is for sure. But yeah, I also love. You mentioned a good note. I love being able to take over the hotel.
Yeah.
You know, like that's another big thing. Like it drove me nuts personally, personality wise. It drove me nuts to wherever it is. It drove me nuts to have to share a space. Like I don't share well, you know, I don't share well. So that's a good point.
You don't share well.
Yeah, and the whole point of the event, it isn't just like a Cody show or a Cody Askins team show. Like it's a celebration of the industry, right? Like we want that to be a place where people come, like a camp environment where you make friends, you see them once a year, and you pick back up like you never left off. Well, that's really tough to do when everything's so spread out, right? So the Statler, I mean, you get up there on that, I think it's like that second floor, you come out of the elevator, even when you walk in, you have no doubt like, okay, yep, I'm in the right place. This is where 8% is. And now I'm seeing all the people that I've built connections with, and you're running in to more people that, you know, you get to start new relationships with. So that's one of my favorite things.
I think
And
it's
it's less walking to the
awkward too
team.
when you're going through the halls. If you like want to say hi to somebody, because it's a 99% for sure accurate. They're there for the conference, and you can just be like, "So, which was your favorite part today?" To start up a conversation instead of having to feel them out to see if they're even there for the conference.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah. I wasn't sure last year. I'm like, okay, are they a part of this event or the other one? Should I talk to them? Should I not? Should I ask them a question? Yeah. And now. And I told the Statler too, when we took over the Statler for this event this year, I said, if anybody has a room booked, I want you to kick them out. I want every single room in the entire space, and no one's allowed to rent anything or buy anything or even step in there unless we want them to. And they're like, I think we can figure that out. So I'm like,
Yeah. Now that's owning the space, right?
True.
That's like the epitome of grassroots marketing in a small environment, like where it's all 8%. Grassroots at its finest.
Yes, exactly.
So, Derek, this is have you been on for every conference? Were you there for the very first one?
Yes, I've been to every single conference so
He just
far.
hit 5 years. 5 years.
Wow, congrats.
This will be his 6th 8%. Yeah.
Yep.
I did miss the first one. It's not my fault, though. I didn't know anything about it. So it's not like I didn't want to be there. I didn't know it existed.
You've been to all the ones in Texas. So
I have been to all the ones. Well, there's just only ones that matter, right?
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
So, Derek, since you've been from day one all the way up to this point, what are the 3 biggest changes you've seen over the 5 years of this evolving?
The 3 biggest changes, I think.
Good question.
I think that the flow of the event is absolutely second to none. Sometimes we go to a ton of different events, and people do their best, but man, events are a big thing to do. And at 8% year after year, last year there's no dead space. There's no wondering what's happening. You don't what's going to go each time. So our team has done a great job of creating a really good flow and ease of environment for the event. I think the second biggest change I've seen is just the anticipation that agents have when they show up to the event. It's really cool to hear, even the comments we're seeing, like, can't wait to see you guys. Like, I'm getting text messages and DMs and everything like, hey, we can't wait to see your team. We can't wait to see what's going on. So I think our attendees' anticipation and expectation has just stacked and leveled year after year after year for the ones that keep coming. And then I think just personally, my favorite thing is to see what we're able to accomplish for the insurance industry, right? Like I never imagined being in this industry. I'm not a licensed agent, but I got paired up with this guy 5 years ago, and just to see one industry that truly exists just to help people, see a room come together and synergize and collaborate is something really special. And whenever I get there and I see the intro videos playing stuff, I get pretty emotional just to be like, holy cow, like this is bigger than our little office here in Springfield. This is bigger than just selling tickets or getting people on, helping them out with our products and stuff. It's much, much bigger, and we'll never know the true impact of what comes from these rooms that we get in together. So Those are my 3 favorite things.
That's good. Good answer.
Of the 5 years, for each of you, who is your ultimate favorite speaker across the board?
Each of the 5 years?
No, your favorite.
Total.
Yeah.
Gosh dang. I would say mine. Mine was probably. It was hard for me not to say ET. I mean, Cardone pops in the head. PBD pops in my head. I would say Eric Thomas in 2021 was my personal favorite.
What about you, Derek?
I think Ed Milet last year was just
people were
one of my favorite.
Yeah, everywhere.
His message. He did such a great job of letting you know who he was and what he accomplished, not by in like a boastful or bragging way, but just you got to know him for him. Mm-hmm. And that's a dude that's touched a lot of lives. Same with ET, and you're right there, and he's just speaking. Like talking with you, not just at you. So
and then Cardone, the very first year, just having him. I think the timing of that move was one of the best timing plays ever had. I think a lot of speakers with conference, most I don't know if conference hosts think like this, but like our whole thought process is the timing of it and the explosion of the brand at the right time, because you can way overpay, you can underpay, and Cardone. It was, you wait a year and he's twice as expensive.
That was a value
now he's
pick,
three times, 4 times, so it was a cool timing play.
Who's been your favorite, Rebecca?
Oh gosh, I have a few and different reasons, and I'm really bad with names, especially in the beginning. Who are these people? But they're awesome.
You get a few, but we only get one. That's not fair.
Yeah. But I'm a blue, What do you expect from me?
That's right.
As the ladies speakers, I think as a whole, we'll start with ladies. I love Danelle Delgado. I absolutely loved her. And last year, Itzler and is it Tim Tebow, the football player?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They both really struck chords with me too. I ain't gonna lie. I have some really favorite quotes from a few years earlier. But usually for me, it's like a section of a speech or a specific piece of something that really hits home to me. I think Delgado for me, because I felt like of all the years, now we've had some amazing insurance ladies on there, like Galen and stuff. But as far as just kind of a speaker, a business coach speaker, she I think was the first one of the women that I ever really felt passionate with and resonated something from, and she really kind of got to us. And I know she got to a lot of the ladies in the room. We talked about her for quite some time.
She's awesome.
She got up there and was able to be 100% herself from the jump, and that
100%,
male or female, that resonates with people.
Yeah, the local lady that painted my Jaguar with the colorful, huge painting with Jaguar and money and all that, she hired the same one Danelle did to travel to her house, I think in Arizona, to paint her daughter's room, like the whole room. And so Danelle's also, she's got a great heart, amazing person. Also talking about like social media and branding and like you are a brand, that kind of stuff. Like I love that, because most people in the insurance space still ignore it. Like even the people that think they're really trying on social, they're really not yet. And so her message, I think, was also great timing for the community of like, hey, it may be time for you to actually start to believe in yourself and post and stop worrying about everyone else thinks.
Yep.
She's awesome.
And there's so much truth to that. I'm sure you guys see it every day, but even, myself and then agents we're training and stuff, getting them to get over that fear factor of just getting online, right? Video, pictures, everybody's so hung up on it. Be like, you're going to find people who love you for you.
Yep.
It doesn't matter how many people you get pissed off in the process. You still got to find the ones that are going to love you, because guess what? It doesn't matter if you're on social media or in front of somebody or writing snail mail. They're either going to like you or they're not. And you just got to move on to the next, so to speak, right?
Yep. And if they don't like you, that's a them problem, not a you problem.
That's right.
Well, absolutely. Whether it is or not, right?
That's what I'm telling myself.
That's right. That's good.
I mean, people are weird. We know this. They'll like you because, your shoes are too pointy or you got blue hair. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Love yourself and put yourself out there, because there's going to be so many people that are just like you that want to see you on that screen. So if you got any reservations on social media, take it from these guys. Go watch Cody's early stuff. I promise it's worth it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Watch.
It's not good,
My
Like,
current
it's not
stuff's
good.
pretty bad, so.
I look back at stuff and I was like, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
I'll look back at this tomorrow and have the same feeling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you've been doing it, whether it's Facebook or TikTok
Yep.
or anything else. Like you've stayed consistent over the years. You're clearly known as someone that does a ton in the Medicare space. You've built a community in here with your group. Like you support everybody. You go to everything.
Yes.
Like, you've been the example of what agents should do. In a lot of different ways.
I just think it's fun. That's why I do it.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
And you have no fear with it. A lot of times, I mean, you've been at some of our events early on where you're one of the only, if not the only woman in the room too. And you got in the mix and weren't afraid of anything. So.
Oh, I remember that day at Cody's house at one of the original Power Players. I was the only girl there. You guys were playing like barnyard pool barnyard basketball, and everybody, and I'm tall, but I'm still short to that room. And we're out there, and I don't know how many times I almost got drowned.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was so worth it though.
Yeah, that's what's really, I think that's my favorite part. If I had to say, okay, here's my favorite part about creating 8% back in the summer of 2020. It's the community aspect that has grown over the last 6 events that has spawned into so many relationships and businesses and partners and recruits and events and all this other stuff. Like it's meant to be a community. People can come and hang out and network and learn and like bring like online relationships offline. And I believe it has done that better than anything else. And so if that's true, then it's a huge win, because that was the whole point around it to begin with. So,
Yep.
I mean, I know for me, my first year, I'd never been to anything like this, just some carrier stuff. And I was doing well. I had already bought my building. I mean, I was doing well in our space, but it opened up this whole nother level. It was like, been living in a bubble, right? My bubble, which was a good bubble, it was comfortable, but it was still a bubble. And I think until you go to events like this, you don't realize there's so much more to this industry than even just what we think there is.
Yep.
It's crazy, honestly, what this business can turn into if you stick with it and you broaden your horizons and go to events and meet new people and just pick each other's brains. I mean, some of the best stuff at the conference is who you're sitting next to.
Yep.
It really can be. And I always tell people, make sure you meet with everybody, talk to everybody, because you never know where your key component for your next step of your business is going to come from. It might come from the stage. It might come from the bar. It might come from the ladies' bathroom. I've had many conversations in the ladies' bathroom. This bathroom there, the staff was pretty nice. There's a little couch here.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I have not had any conversations in there. So,
what?
Yeah.
That surprises me.
Contrary to popular belief, I have not. So we'll leave those to you.
I could have swore you had been in there. I could have swore you had been in there.
No.
Sadler does have nice bathrooms, though. I will
They're
say
so
that.
good.
And I heard you. I literally, yeah, I've heard you all have a literal couch. I'm like, we
Yeah,
don't have nothing.
It's a lounge in there.
It is.
All right, all right. You convinced me. I'll go this time.
I'll clear out the room and I'll take you in so you can see it. How about that?
Q&A from the bathroom.
Live.
Also, Rebecca, I don't know if you know this. I have you going. I'll share this because we're in your private group.
Yeah.
I have you going. You're the first morning before lunch.
Yes, I do know. I saw that.
Yeah.
You're trying to get me over with because I think you've learned over the years the tireder I am, the more emotional I am. So you're trying to save everybody from waterworks, aren't you?
Well, talk through that. You came. This was your first like non-carrier or IMO like trip or conference that you came to. Talk through that to now you're going to be a main stage keynote speaker. Like, what's that feeling like?
Well, funny enough, it's one of those things, you put it out there in the world, and as long as you keep doing your part, things, come to fruition. And I remember the first year, and the ladies I was sitting with, oh, stop, Joe. But you're probably right. The ladies I was sitting with and stuff, because Cody's first year, as he knows, because he got an earful, there wasn't very many women on stage.
Yeah.
And I don't even think any insurance ladies on stage that year. Not 19. No, I don't think so.
I don't think we had an insurance.
No, I mean, Lauren would have been the only one if she even spoke. I don't know.
So I remember seeing the girls, we were all talking and stuff, and they're like, you should be on that stage. You should be on that stage. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Maybe someday, right? Maybe someday. And then the more the conference went on, the more hyped you get and the more excited you get it on. You're like, yeah, I should be on that stage someday. And that's the goal. And 2 years ago, I was on the stage for like a little Q&A. Mm-hmm. But this year will be my first year actually doing a keynote. So it's exciting, and it is coming, that whole, everything comes to fruition over time. As long as you keep doing your part and you keep growing as an agent, keep growing as a person, and just, ultimately keep moving forward. Yeah. There's no reason why myself or anybody else that's listening can't be on that stage one day if they want to be.
Totally.
100%. 100%. That's what we've also wanted it to be that way too, to where like, I didn't realize that was something I didn't expect. Like so many people wanting to like speak and share and help, I call it like share their gift. That's kind of the motto of this year's event is like share your gift, and people want to do that. Like I heard Cardone say this years ago. He's like, if you're ever in a funk, he's like, the best way to get out of a funk is to go help someone. Yeah. He's like, because when you help somebody, like it gives you a good feeling, it warms your heart. You're like, you're doing something great. And so it's interesting about like, that's what keynote speakers and trainers, everybody else like that. That's really why they're doing what they do is like, because they want to help somebody. Like Rebecca Davis has had a ton of success, grew to a 7-figure agency and can 100% help everyone in that room in some way. And so for her, if she can help everybody in the room and she never gets on stage, then does she really want to help them? Right. But she does, and she can, and she will. And so I think that's cool.
That brings me back to one of my favorite quotes of the 8% Nation history of what's been said on that stage. And it has resonated with me ever since I heard it. If you're too big to serve, then you're too small to lead.
Justin Forsett.
Yep. That was by far one of my absolute favorite quotes I've ever heard from that stage. And it resonates, right? It resonates as a team leader, as an industry leader, as just a family leader, right? I mean, it resonates across so many boards. And I love that. And I took it to such great heart that year. And
it's cool.
I think about it all the time, actually.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's a good reminder for everybody that like, I mean, we all need that reminder from time to time. Like one of the things that we're going to start doing a lot more of the next year is like hosting dial parties in different cities and doing training boot camps and like trying to get back to like, I haven't done the whole calling leads on videos or like sales training stuff in like a long time, right. But I think it's time. And I think our audience needs it. I think it's the next evolution of what we're doing. And I want to get back connected to the everyday agent. That's like most of them are struggling. They don't have any money. They're not sitting there rolling in cash like Rebecca Davis,
I have employees. I have no cash either.
All right. I get it. I can relate to that. I think Derek makes more money than me.
I don't know.
He probably makes more money than me too.
Well, I mean, he's going to make, what do you make? 300, 250.
We'll see. We'll see what people how they
I mean,
help me out.
that's
at
a lot of
8%.
money. Like it takes an agency owner would probably have to do what 900 grand to profit 300. You know, I don't know. It's whatever it is.
The
It's a
actual
lot.
profit, yeah. By the time you pay staff and marketing and everything, yep.
Yeah, you gotta have a 7-figure business to make as much money as a Derek Maven. Like that's a lot of money. It's pretty cool.
I'm just happy to be here.
Oh,
Hey! Where's the glitter bomb?
I know.
Sorry to everybody's eardrums.
Sorry.
You want in here?
I'm just coming to say hi and to register for 8% Ladies. And I love Rebecca Davis so much.
Your hair is so long.
Yeah.
And I have already registered for 8% Ladies.
What'd you say?
And I've already registered for 8% Ladies.
Yeah.
Derek's in too.
Yep, I did as well.
I can't wait to see you, and I hope these two have been fun to hang out with.
This one always is.
For a
true.
good time.
Well, we got a blue and a red, so it's working out.
Yeah.
Strict and fun.
Yep.
You
Well,
missed
thank
it
you.
earlier. Nobody else got to watch it, but I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. Before I let them on, I was watching them in the background, and they're literally like comparing guns and shit.
I think Derek still got me. He still got me. Like I've been hitting the gym. I've been doing
Oh
push-ups.
my gosh.
Yep.
He still got me.
I've been walking around my block for 10 minutes every day.
That's
So
what it is.
hey,
That's the secret. That's the secret.
12,000 steps a day.
that's right, baby.
I can't wait to see you soon, and it's going to be a really a special event this year. So can't wait to
Who is your favorite speaker of
Who's
all
my
years?
favorite speaker?
Ever.
Of all years.
Oh
of all
my.
years.
And it can't be Cody.
And we'll tell you who Rebecca's is, but after you guess first.
My favorite speaker. Oh my goodness, this is a tough question. I honestly would have to say Ray Lewis from year one.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
And what made that so special is because I get to see like the behind the scenes kind of stuff. And he didn't let like being late or having to hurry or like anything like that to catch his flights interfere with how he treated us and the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, his
And-
flight was like multiple hours late. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had to
and-
move the whole event around, just nobody knew it. Yeah.
And so that was just really cool because you have a Hall of Fame NFL player just who could be, so over the top and excessive. And he wasn't. He was so kind and so humble and treated
Super chill.
everybody. Yeah, so chill. There was no high maintenance out of him whatsoever. And just hearing his 52 card story, like with it gives you goosebumps just thinking about it. Like
We have to bring him back.
Yeah.
It
Come
was
on back, Ray.
really special because even no matter what you're going through in life, you just got to stay in the fight. So
Yeah. That's awesome.
True that. She
That-
may be warming up her.
I might have just gave a
Yeah.
little tidbit of my speech,
Oh.
but
That's cool.
yeah,
That's
I
really
can't
cool.
wait to see you. Rebecca. I had to come say hi.
Of course, you better have if you were in office. I'd be mad if you didn't.
Exactly. See you soon.
Hi,
She's
Sadie.
She's probably been in the office more than me lately.
Yeah.
She's always here.
See ya.
Freaking crazy.
So, is there any surprises that you can let out of the cat? Or
Ooh.
Derek will cover his ears and tell us what's going on?
We have a couple surprises. One, people may have caught on to. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Depends how much they pay attention to my stories. The other is, I did have a big time actor with on a Netflix show that reached out that wants to speak, and I can confirm that as of last week, I think last week or the week before, he is going to be there and be a complete surprise. So, yeah. We got a fun couple.
What's the show?
I know. I can't. You'll once you see him, if you've seen the show, it'll hit you immediately. So
You're gonna have to text me the show so I can watch it. I don't really watch much TV.
that's because you're working so much, right?
My TV is like TikTok. It's so funny how much stuff I actually find on TikTok.
I would love
nowadays.
to know what your watch time is on your TikTok every day.
Well, it's like from the hours of like 11 o'clock to 1 in the morning. So
yeah.
it's late at night, but there is quite a bit there.
Oh my gosh.
But that's my TV ultimately. I don't really
Yeah.
watch TV.
For the week, I've had an hour and a half on TikTok. So my
You
average.
can
screen
see that?
time-
Oh boy.
Yeah. If you go to settings, and then screen time, it's just a couple
I'm scared.
down. It's below Bluetooth. Screen time.
Oh, you're the first thing that pops up when I open it.
That's what I'm talking about. When I talk about social and branding, that is
Yeah.
it. Okay, that is it.
Okay, so I go to profile, then I go to settings,
Yeah,
settings and privacy.
settings, and then screen time.
Screen.
Oh, you have an iPhone?
Yeah, but I have it here. I have one of each here.
Screen time, and then see all activity.
Oh boy.
Everybody pull out your phones.
Let's go.
What are you at?
This is for the week, though. I've got an hour and a half on TikTok, 5 hours on Instagram, 6 hours texting. Means my phone's been open on text messages for 6 hours. 10 hours on IG? There's no way you're working all day.
Baby.
Okay, so I can prove it. My total week is 7 hours and 25 minutes.
Holy
Ooh.
crap. That's amazing. You beat me by 5x, Rebecca. Congratulations.
I don't even
And,
have TikTok.
at 4.5 hours is late night activity according to this.
What is late night activity? Explain
Well,
it.
it's like
Yeah.
after hours, like night. Only 2 hours of it
What
was
is-
during the day.
I love it.
Oh boy.
Crazy. That's wild to see.
I gotta turn
Melissa,
my phone off.
Osherman just said, I'm trying to figure that out. That's funny. Huh.
So,
I'm at 4 hours on Slack. That's pretty good.
Sandra.
so in years past, you always had your business partner, Landon, do a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff for the audience on marketing, back end stuff.
Oh yeah.
Are you going to step into that role now, Cody, or do you have somebody else going to do it? Or is that a part that's maybe going to get not really so recognized this year?
I will step into it a little. I can speak to it as well, if not better in a lot of ways. But there'll be certain things that he was just really good at that I'm not going to try to do. But I'm going to step into it a little bit, but you will hear from me a little bit more this year than
Yeah.
normal. Which you hear from me a lot, but like maybe a little bit more this year.
Right. Which is a thing that I've heard just with our, transitions and team merging and everything. The thing I've just been reminded of is Cody understands agents. He knows marketing, he knows different stuff, but he knows what agents go through. He knows what they're trying to fix and like why certain, millimeter differences can make a huge impact when it comes to people's marketing or their branding. He just knows kind of why without having to say it. So I'm excited to hear you
Thanks, bro.
kind of take that part over in
Yeah,
a public way.
We're instantly better at ads and leads, for sure.
Mhm.
Just because I understand that world even better. But we've been through a lot of changes the last 60 days, 75 days. I'll tell you that. If you didn't listen to the episode with me and Joe on Wednesday called Winning on Wednesday in his group, but Rebecca, you would love it because it was all the things that I'm learning and going through as I combine two companies and try to rectify and save a company that did not look like me and did not operate like I wanted it to. So
Right.
I think you would enjoy some of the stuff that was shared in that.
Running businesses is hard.
I don't want to do it.
It's hard. And the bigger you get, the harder it gets. I mean,
Yes. It doesn't get easier. It legit gets harder.
it
Yeah.
gets harder. And I know we were all kind of joking earlier about, what Derek makes and how he probably makes more than we do. But there's actually, guys, if you're not listening and you're wondering about that side of the business, it's not made up, right?
No.
I mean,
No.
anything that comes in, we're spending it somewhere, whether it's health,
100%.
marketing, leads, if you're doing leads, just insurance, liability insurance, HR stuff. Oh my gosh, HR.
Yep.
Lawyers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Most companies.
Lawyers.
That
I have more lawyers right now on payroll than I probably have 8 different lawyers for different things at this point.
Jeez.
I am like,
It's stupid. It's insane. I just went through a frivolous, ridiculous lawsuit that I can mention because I'm in a private group right now. But it was stupid. Like it cost me it's going to cost me multiple 6 figures, and it was just a scam. But
it's-
they can get away with
building business is hard. So I can see, I'll go watch that. That probably is interesting because, one person ran one person ran the other. It was supposed to be kind of streamlined, but you're not. You guys are very different personalities. So I'm sure the business was very different.
It was very different. Yeah. We learned that really quick. It was very different. Oh, you can watch the episode with Joe to find out more, but I mean, yeah. I mean, we've only got 5 people now on the operational side of Secure Agent Marketing. They're still here, and it was bigger than CA.
Yeah.
So that clues you in at all.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine. Like I said, we've been through stuff here. And we're not near as big, but we get bigger every year, and it's amazing when somebody does go for whatever reason, whether they go or you fire them or it's just not a fit. You don't realize how much stuff did not get done or didn't get done the way you thought it got done until you go back in to change it, fix it, and update it. And you're just like mind blown.
Yeah, 100%. Yep,
it's crazy.
100%. It's the average business really wants about a 20% profit margin on average. And so maybe your $250,000 would have to be 1.25, I guess.
Yeah, for
just keeps getting worse. Keeps getting worse for you business owners.
Hey man, you can come join my team. We're hiring, baby.
Derek's recruiting. He's going to build a business inside of a business.
Hey, I got it.
That's exactly right. Yeah, we were recruiting a guy, one of the waiters last night.
Yeah, he texted me back. He's emailing Cassidy and stuff.
Let's go. Well, Rebecca, I'm super excited to see you. I love you, and I gotta go pee. So.
That's okay. Me and Derek will talk about you while you go do that.
Okay, we can do that too. I'm down.
I got about 10 minutes, and then I gotta go. So
cool.
Derek.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, get out of here.
I did an IV earlier, so I've got way too much liquid going on.
All right. I'm unsupervised. What do you want?
All right, somebody give Derek a shot.
It's in the plant. No, I'm just kidding.
All kidding aside, Derek, tell us what to expect this year. Come on. I know it's
man, I'm gonna give you a really, I don't know how this, if you'll like this. I think my 4th bonus favorite part, you asked me earlier what my 3 kind of favorite things or biggest growth areas. I remember year 1, we were in the other building, in the back hallway. We had like 4 offices, and was our entire team. And there were just boxes in the hallways, and we were folding shirts and doing all this stuff. And Cody's yelling at me because I'm not selling tickets or I'm not doing sponsors or doing whatever. And I used to know so much about what was going on in the event. And now I have no idea what's going on. I have been in 1 meeting, 2 meetings. I was in a product meeting just to kind of see what we were going to offer for agents that want to partner with us more on stuff. But then I was just in our all team like prep meeting. So I'm walking into this thing kind of like you guys. I don't watch any of the intro videos. I don't see any of the media or any of the surprises. Like, I just learned about that guy a couple days ago that Cody was talking about from the Netflix show. So I know it's going to be really impactful. I know we got some really cool speakers. It's going to be jam-packed. And if you have a ticket, you're going to want to be in there the whole time because you don't know what's coming. So I know a few things, but not a ton of stuff. But.
Well, let me ask you this. I want to put you on the spot for a minute.
All right.
Since you've been there for so long. And I've seen you grow with Cody a lot. Yeah. And I've seen sometimes there were some struggles. Mm-hmm. And then you guys work through things, and here you are, making almost $500,000 later, selling marketing, not even an insurance agent. What do you think is a key factor into that success where maybe 2 or 3 years ago when things were struggling that kept you there instead of giving up? Because you see this so much, I think, not in just an insurance business, but business as a whole. People give up too soon. Right when it starts to get hard, they give up instead of pushing through. What do you think was the difference for you? Why didn't you give up a few years ago? How did you overcome a few little hurdles? And ultimately, I mean, at this point, from what I see around you pretty much turned into like the right-hand guy there. I mean, how did that evolve?
I just, that's a great question. I remember seeing Cody before I worked here. I interviewed with Cody. One of my buddies got me an interview. I had no idea what he was. I thought it was a scam. Like, I didn't know what this guy was doing in Springfield, Missouri. And I didn't take the sales job initially, and I saw him like 2 weeks later. He was touring for the first 8% conference in Nashville, going to like the Grand Ole Opry, just different arenas and stadiums, whatever. And then I just saw a video on Facebook, and it was him standing in Nissan Stadium. His arms were going up and down. He's like, "Are you nuts?" And he's just saying, like, "Are you thinking big enough for your life? Do you think about your future, like your plans, your goals, whatever? Is anyone in your life thinking about that for you?" And it's probably like 10 or 11 at night, and I saw that video. I'm like, no, like I don't think about anything. And I didn't work for the guy at all yet. And so I texted him later, like the next week, and I'm like, "Hey, do you still have a spot for me?" I thought he was going to tell me no. I didn't know that like a lot of sales jobs, when you're trying to build an organization, you just need a pulse. So I was like nervous sending the text, but I think it's just that, like, I always look back as to why did I start here in the first place? Like, what drew me in? And it's the mission of what we're doing. My dad was a pastor growing up. So just knowing that I'm able to help people, and that we're in an industry that helps people, and that I'm with a guy that's trying to help the most amount of people. Just whenever I can take a step back, I got a pretty good life and a really good career going here. And, when you're in line with a good mission that truly does care about the clients that we serve, along with the way they treat our team members here in office, is like pretty remarkable. So I guess when times get tough, I just pull back and try to look at the macro instead of like the immediate, and just catch the vision of what we're doing. So I'm really excited to get refreshed myself and kind of get a little boost and see what we have planned for everybody. Cause it's a pretty cool thing, pretty special thing that we're able to accomplish, from little old Springfield, Missouri here.
I think that's true in a lot of ways. People, they get so caught up in the day to day that they forget why they started to begin with. I mean, it's no secret, why I do what I do. And I'm not going to get too much into it because next week is the day, right?
Yeah.
But there's a reason for it. And it doesn't matter how busy you get, how deep in the weeds you get, how successful you get, how much you're struggling, because it happens to all of us, right? We go through struggles. I struggle all the time in the office trying to figure out the next thing, or something came out of left field and now we got to figure out how to handle this. But you always have to you do have to take a step back once in a while and just remember what it is that basically made you walk through the door to begin with, into this life, into this decision, and always kind of re-resonate that. Is that still the reason why I'm here? Is that still why I want to be here? And if it is, then it's just a matter of figuring it out from there, right?
Yeah, it's like everyone wants to be like, "Oh, this place has changed," or something. My situation, like these people have changed. It's like, no, they're still Cody. It's still Lauren. It's still, the insurance industry. We're still helping people. It's like, no, like, did I change? Like, where did I miss the boat? Like, did I get, misaligned with the vision, or am I just missing something? And it's been awesome. I think my relationship with Cody, it's so been able to be so transparent. I can walk in or sit down with him and Lauren and just be like, "Hey, I don't know if I missed something, or I don't know if I'm like just off track here, but like, can you help me understand this, that, the other thing, whatever's going on?" And that's, when you have good leadership and when you have leaders that want to serve, like you said before, it's a really special thing to be part of. Cause I need a little extra guidance every once in a while, and they're not afraid to give it to me. So.
Well, we're Blues. We have to be reeled in once in a while. We just can't help it.
Yeah.
We just can't help it. It's in our nature. Joe knows. If he's still here, Joe knows.
Yeah.
But I think it's great. I love watching you as much as I love watching Cody's growth. I think
Thanks.
I think it's great for all of us to see everybody winning, no matter where they are in the industry, what they're doing, that they can achieve their dreams and make it to where they want to be. So I love watching you grow just as much as I love watching agents grow.
Well, thank you. That means a lot. I know it's cool. I went through just a ton of difficult stuff kind of last year and just personally. And I have this whole 8% family across the country, like the amount of people that are reaching out to me and just, encouraging me, it's pretty remarkable. And I'm like, hey, it's me. Like, I'm just me, right? And that's like, at times you probably feel like, oh, I'm just Rebecca. Everyone feels that, but it's like, now you get to be on stage, and now, like, people see me as right-hand guy, like, whatever they want to say.
Yeah.
I'm just one of the longest tenured employees. Like, that's kind of all it is. Longevity kind of wins in some respects. So, like, I just outlasted other people. I don't know.
Well, sometimes that is the name of the game, even in the insurance business, right? If you can just keep your doors open longer than the guy next door, you're going to win.
Yeah, exactly. So it's thank you. It's fun to be part of, and just fun to see all my pals and friends at 8%. So I can't wait to see everybody.
Well, we can't wait to see you. We can't wait to see what 8% Nation has in store for us this year. I'm so excited to be back at the Statler. I'm excited to be speaking. I'm also, if you're wondering, I'm doing a breakout session too.
Yes.
For those of you that are looking at ACA or struggling or trying to figure out the differences, I'm actually going to let everybody know that I'm doing a breakout on state exchange versus FFM ACA. There is a big difference between the two categories, and I'm breaking that down for you in my breakout. I'm not going to tell you what my 8% speaker speech is about. You're going to have to stay tuned on Thursday, but I promise it'll be a wild ride because I don't do anything that's not half obscure. And I can't wait to see this clear glass stage.
Freaking people out. That's so funny, man. I can't wait.
I love you guys. If you need more tickets, where can they get tickets?
Well,
Get them, D.
We're about sold out. They can email me, Derek@CodyAskins.com. They could hit you up if you have any left too. So
I do have a few left. So if you guys are sold out and you guys need a ticket, I do have a few. So reach out to me and charm me, and maybe I'll give you one. I got a few extras that I might be able to give away.
I love it. I think we have 2 Premier left. Executive we're over. Fire and Front Row are sold out. So
you may have more than us, Rebecca. Who knows?
I think she does.
I might. I've added to my list today,
Okay,
so I'm
cool.
still working on that. But I have some left. So if you guys really want to come, let me know. I have some tickets. It sounds like Derek and Cody are like done. They're done. They're ready to go party and kick the show off. They're
We
done
gotta
with the
sell
hard
it out.
part.
Yeah, we gotta sell out today. I'm going golfing tomorrow, so I don't want to have to call people to lock them down. So you gotta buy them today. Sorry.
All right, you guys. Well, thanks for being on. I can't wait to see everybody in a week. I miss my insurance family. I miss all your faces. I can't wait to give everybody hugs. If you know me, but you don't know me, do not be afraid to talk to me. Trust me.
She's
I
scary.
only bite a little
Scary.
bit.
Yeah,
I do bite, but it's friendly. It's in a loving way.
it's not that hard. Yeah.
Just a nibble. Just a nibble.
Well, it's just a love bite. I love everybody. Last year, I love bombed everybody. Remember that, Cody?
Oh,
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I love that. Well,
So we gotta figure out what we're gonna do this year, because I love doing little things, running around the conference, doing fun stuff as well. But any final thoughts?
It's not the same without you. We love you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Thank you.